Special match online. Great match. Special match online. Great match. Comes a new challenger.
This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table.
Round one. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Plenty of time left. How's the match going to play out? It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? Player one pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Player one has the life lead. Can they exploit this advantage? Oh, the air throw falls short. The jump-in is denied. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. This is where things will get interesting as the damage starts to pile up on both fighters. We're close to the point where one mistake could end the round. Both sides backing off to form their game plan. Player baits out the attack and gets the punish counter. Takes a gets-em. Player one picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round two. Fight!
Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Was looking for that jump attack. Still very early in the round. Keeping track of the opponent's movements, waiting for a good opening. Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. Player two will look to apply pressure here. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side switch. Going on the offensive? Genius read! Not much life left, but their draw usage may save them. All in with a rush! Throw is denied, what a read! Their space delivers the pain right to their doorstep. Perfect execution with the anti-air. Can they create enough punish counter? Sets the table. Sees he closes it out. Player one brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Fighting ground. Online. Great match. Here comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are ready to lay it all on the line.
Let us begin. Round one. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Checking their opponent. Tries to turn up the pressure with an overdrive projectile. Any developments early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. What's the play here? Player one will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. The fighters are at a standstill. What's going on through their heads? The fighters take a step back to reassess. Time for a new game plan. Both fighters are looking for a way to fill up their super art gauge. Aiming to meter would open up the opportunity to deal huge damage, but that's easier said than done. Checks with the projectile. Fireballs are risky, but if the opponent doesn't jump, they're one of the best ground game tools. Oh, whiffs the throw. Knockdown. Life lead opens up. With the life gap opening up, they need to lean hard on their drive usage. Can't tech the throw? They're going for the super art? That's not gonna hit. The super doesn't hit. Player KO. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight.
Goes for the jump in to start. This round is so important. You can feel the intensity in the air. Medium kick hits. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Knockdown. Player 1 is gonna pin them with a stop and pop. Jumps in. Oh, they're in the there's a wall splash. They can't do anything now. Player 1 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Blocks it. Breaks their guard with a throw. Here comes the mix-up. Crowns them from above. Are we gonna see a comeback here? Anticipated that throw. Player flatlines them. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win?
Final round. Fight.
Backdash to start. They're not taking drops them hard. Closes in, connects with the throw. That throw will do some good damage. Player 2 is in a very good spot now. They're taking a step, drops them. Plenty of health. This can lead to some big damage. Pumps the brakes on the impact. Throws them. Both sides getting ready. All in with the rush. The jump in is denied. Gets them with a quick low kick. Player 1 is a force to be reckoned with. It's not over yet. Let's believe it's time for that run back. Gets them with the anti-air. Just out of range for that throw. Sees the overhead coming and blocks it. Both fighters have plenty of health. Where is this match gonna go? Trips them up. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Smart throws, that'll do more damage than usual. And the throw ends the round. Player 1 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Round 2. Fight.
Steps back to start things off. They've both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Blocking a jump in attack means you're at a disadvantage, so they should be looking to anti-air instead. Still scrapping for control of the space. That's a counter. What'll happen here? Breaks those shins. Takes the opponent out of the air. This is a chance to dictate the pace. Player Jingu Hadouken KO. That's what happens when you capitalize on all of your chances.
Great match. Comes a new challenger.
Oh, looks like these two have more beef than a Philly cheesesteak.
Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Goes for the command grab. Blocks the jump in. Okay, takes them all the way to the corner. Side switch. Now they're on the defensive. Trips them up. Jump in finds the mark. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. The jump in catches them. Hold your breath. Goes into the stance. In a dire situation, they can't afford to get some. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Got their eye on the air. Hazanshu threw him off with the overhead. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage opportunities. Slides and goes for the leg. The drive impact is denied. Excellent block to shut off the impact. This may be it. Hits him with a stop and pop. Launches with a Tenku kick. Super Arts on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting. They quickly get back into the corner of the stage. Baits out the attack and gets the punish counter. Oh, what's this? They can't squander this punish counter trick. Player 2 can't win this without pulling the trigger. Closing it out with a Super Art finish. Nice and clean. There it is. They knew it'd be enough. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Great match. Great match. Great match. Comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who is going to come out on top in this fight? Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Are they trying to slow down the pace with a projectile? Deftly shuts out the jump in. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Tries to keep the pressure on the opponent by zoning with Fireball. All right. Opts for the air-to-air encounter. They're on the lookout for jump-in. I wonder how both fighters will adapt to what we've seen so far. Oh, easy tech. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Taking stock. KO. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Goes for the jump in to start the round. There's the impact. Not letting that go unpunished. Amazing concentration on display as they punish when their opponent's attack left them wide open. Player 2 can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find an experiencing burnout. Player 2 in dire straits with burnout. Out of drive gauge. Now's the time. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side switch. Drive usage is back on the table. Going in. Scrapping it out up close. Can this drive bring them back? Long-range fireball to break the silence. Life lead is there. Were they looking to connect with an overdrive art from this situation? There's a burnout. Block super art incoming. Player 1 can't let this simmer. They gotta start cooking. Closing moments of the match. One hit's gonna do it. Will this super art do anything? What were they thinking? Will they go all in without drop? No way. No signs of letting up from out of the corner. One player isn't hurt. Flatline zone. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Opens with a jump in. Low heavy. The low kick hits. Barely blocks the jump in. Risky up close scrap still throws them. Quick breather. Uses their drive gauge. Nothing stops this train. Wild reads the counterattack. Target combo into. What are they gonna do? The low. Connects with life lead is a comeback still. Gotta do better than that. Who tries to make something happen with an overdrive art? Were they looking to connect with an overdrive art from this situation? Do they have what it takes to steal the round here? Turns out. Things are very tense as this exchange continues. Whoa, but you're grounding! I've seen a lot of fights in my day, but nothing even comes close to this one. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Barely blocks the jump in. Blocking a jump in attack means you're at a disadvantage, so they should be looking to anti-air instead. Utilizes an overdrive art there to tack on just a little more damage. Will this decision pay off for them? Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Alright, what's coming up next? Low heavy hits, mix up incoming. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Player 2 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. Shoryuken? One shot is all both fighters need to close this out. Player 2 will have to fight back. In there! Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Shows the medium kick. The next round is beginning. What's gonna happen now? That combo did decent damage. Shoryuken hits him with a stopping bomb. Both fighters planning something? Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over soon. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Fight looking to impress with this super. Level 3 super. Spending that meter like it's nobody's business. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? Oh, what is a cherry on top? What now? Both fighters are hurting. What's gonna happen? And whips. They're wide open. Nails the eraser. And this is a flatline zone. Player 2 was an absolute beast in that match. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Checks him with a projectile. Fireballs are risky, but if the opponent doesn't jump, they're one of the best ground game tools. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Low heavy, what's the play here? No good up high. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Throws them. What's next? Taking stock. This heats it up with a combo into super. Alright, what's coming up next? So they break forward to pressure the opponent, who was looking for that jump attack. Feeling out the spacing. Getting into the end game now. It's getting tense. Does a good job of pushing back. That drive impact doesn't get through. Anything could happen here. Both fighters planning something? Sees it coming and blocks it out. Oh, says no to the impact. Experiencing burnout. They can't squander this punish counter chance. Knockdown and... Each hit is so to come from the brink like that? What a comeback! Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Box them with a target combo. Throws them to negate the block. Closes the gap for the grab. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Player 2 needs to use the cutter that bends the meter, hoping for a good return. Player 1 is barely hanging in there. Perfect KO. They were in full control there. Well, listen, when you're locked in, you're locked in. That was a decisive win.
Fighting round. Online, custom room. a new challenger.
We're about to see a mirror match go down, where they can match each other move for move. This is the hardest kind of match. Who will come out on top? Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Fires off an overdrive art. Adding that to the mix will change the pace of the match and keep the opponent on their toes. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage opportunities. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Player 1 is in burnout. Drives off the table. They need to hold out. Player 1 has used up all of their drive gauge. Oh, can they survive this badly timed burnout? Player 2 is maintaining the corner position for KO. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round 2. Fight.
Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Who will gain control of the match in the early going? Early round decisions are so important to set the tone. All right, what's coming up next? At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Huge opportunity here with no way to backdash out of danger. They may be planning to spend their drive gauge here. It'll be interesting to see how both players utilize their drive gauge to dictate the terms of the match. Spends the gauge on the drop. It's a good spot to use the super. Player 2 can't use any drive moves without burning out. They decide to take a breather to regroup. Player 1 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? This is a tough situation to be in with no drive for both fighters. Player 2 needs to use the front of the corner here. Looking to KO. Player 2 gained a hard-fought victory there.
Arcade Online ranked match. Fighting round. Online ranked match. Here comes a new challenger.
How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
Showtime, baby! Let me have some fun.
Round 1. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Tries to bait him with the projectile. Both fighters have plenty of health. Where is this match gonna go? How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. All right. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Decides to go in with the target combo. Combo with the target combo. Projectile to try and change the situation. Player 1 is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves and a few prayers could turn this around in their favor. Takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. Throws a fireball here, maybe as a simple zoning strike. Plenty of space between the fighters. What will be their approach? Burnout activates. Player 2 in trouble with no drive. Combo with the target combo. A super art. That's not gonna hit. KO! Player 2 wins the first round and is now riding a huge wave of momentum. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Box him with a target combo. Both fighters want to establish themselves early on. Hits them with a stopping box. Goes for the super art. The super doesn't hit. Are they going to fill up their super meter for a small advantage? Ooh, lands a rising uppercut. Rising uppercut. Our fighters are at a standstill. What's the play here? A good chance here to recover the drive gauge or figure out the next step. Good heads-up decision opting for the drive impact. They choose to spend the meter to up the damage by a bit. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Smart play with the throw. Going in, player 2 holding on to that corner advantage. Drive gauge on deck. Are they gonna gun it? Goes with the safe stuff. KO! That's what happens when you capitalize on all of your chances. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Rips the slasher out. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Player 2 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. The jump in is denied. Goes for the super art. Blocks it just in time. They must have anticipated a super art coming. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Checks them with a projectile. Life lead opens up. Grabs them. Takes a trip. Oh, feint. Gets him. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. The jump in is denied. Throws them to negate the block. Will this super art connect? The super doesn't hit. Air slasher. The fighters continue to check each other in the early going. They're still feeling each other out. Nice block on the overhead. Rolling Soba. Player 1 uses the gauge for a super art. A quick breather. Player 1 holding on to that corner advantage. Still slugging it, willing to risk it for the overdrive. Throws them. Life lead is there. Jack flatlines them. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this fight. Open with a jump in. Final round. Who will the fighting game gods favor here? Player 2 needs to use the threat of the claw. The throw connects. That throw will do some good damage. Grabs. Ooh, what a smart throw. Goes to the funky slicer. Plenty of health. Full gauges. Let's go. Getting up close and personal. Player 1 has a full drive gauge. Meets them air to air. Turns out. Both sides getting ready. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? It is over. Player 2 really had to fight for that one. No shortage of drama.
Here comes a new challenger.
Ho ho, looks like these two have more beef than a Philly cheesesteak.
Round 1.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? This is a good range to test the opponent's reaction to fireballs. Decides to go in with the target combo. No good up high. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. He puts one in the pocket. Below heavy hits. Taking stock. Timely side switch there, which will let him go on the attack. Player 2 is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves and a few prayers could turn this around in their favor. KO. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. The jump in catches them. Jumps in. Player 2 can build off this lead. Hits them with a stop and pop. Good heads-up decision opting for the drive impact. Knockout and... Oh, they're in the corner now. No running away. Max SA gauges. Unbelievably in sync with a chance to score big KO. We're tied up at 1 round each. Do these two have anything up their sleeves for the final round? Rising uppercut. Jumps. Barely blocks the jump in. Manages blocks the low kick. Uses the gauge for a super arm.
Too slow.
Uses the gauge for the super. They're not playing around here.
Good.
And it is on. Player 2 with the lead. Will they go for offense or defense? Big nothing stops this train. Tries to act quickly but whiffs the attack. The swagger step sends them flying. Bumps while they're blinking. Close range projectile. Dangerous range here. Taps him on the toe. Carries them all the way to the corner in one go. Cross-up attack. Roots him and takes a swing. Aiming to crown him from above. Any mistake here is gonna be fatal. What's it gonna be? Checking with the fire. How will they react? Oh my god, are you kidding me? Player 2 has gotta be doing good getting the win out of that absolute carnage. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. A jump. Uses the target combo as a filler. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Will they incorporate that full drive gauge they have into their game plan? It'll be interesting to see how both players utilize their drive gauge to dictate the terms of the match. That's how you do it. When you've got that super arc gauge, you've just gotta use it. Well-timed corner switch. Player 1 will want to take advantage of their meter lead while they have it. Takes a trip. Player 1 finishes with the throw. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Jumps in. Who's going to start things off? Uses the target combo as a filler. Their life is hanging by a thread. They gotta lean heavily on their drive moves now. Still scrapping for control of the stage. That was a well-placed projectile. Immediate jump in. It's the last round. It's now or never. Jumps in. Backed into the corner. What setup do they have? Blocking that drive impact isn't going to work. Forcing them to block the drive impact near the corner is a very smart play on their part. Cross that off! Both are ready to pull the trigger on their super art. Target combo into free flow strike. Reads the jump and hits them with a quick low kick. Player 1 gets the win in a convincing fashion. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Goes air to air and takes their turn. Jumps up.
Don't fall down yet.
Decides to spend the meter to open up some more chances. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Huge opportunity here with no way to backdash out of danger. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Throws them to negate the block. Good work staying in throw range there. Grabs them. Player 1 is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves and a few prayers could turn this around in their favor. Hold your breath. The punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage. Traps them with a break-in. Going in? They're going for the super art? Takes in the throw. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Immediate jump in. Brushes that off and keeps going. Swagger step. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage opportunity. Combo with the target combo. Breaks their guard with the throw. Here comes the mix-up. Going wild with the throws in the corner. Oh, what's this? The punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage. Goes for the level 2 super eraser. Set up the punching bag. Good job escaping that dangerous corner situation. We have hit the drive. Both fighters planning something? Can they create an opportunity for themselves to flatline them? Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Open. Perfect execution with the anti-air. Player 2 has a slight life lead. There's been some back and forth, but no one has dominated the fight. Free flow strikes. Dangerous range here. Close range for overhead, but it won't work. Okay, here we go. Can they use their drive to stage a comeback? Back into the corner. Oh, what a finish! Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us.
Here comes a new challenger.
We're about to see a mirror match go down, where they can match each other move for move. This is the hardest kind of match. Who will come out on top? Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Tries to bait him with the projectile. We're still in the early going, and it's really anyone's fight. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? Plenty of space between the two fighters, but who will decide to close the gap? Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? They're not afraid to let the overdrive art fly, even when their drive gauge isn't topped off. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Parries to cancel the fireball. Feeling out the spacing. Taking stock. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. Add a little super juice into this combo. What a finish. Great meeting the life gauge there. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
Awesome. They trade hits. And now? Sandblast. Player 2 has a slight life lead. There's still a lot of fighting to be had. It's anyone's match. Looking for springs forward with the drive rush. Big throws. That throw will do some good damage. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Ups the damage on that by opting to go for the overdrive on it. Big stage blow. Burnout activated. Their life is in there. Player 2 is the last fighter standing.
Comes a new challenger.
Oh, looks like these two have more beef than a Philly cheesesteak.
The top player is here. Let me have some fun.
Round 1. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Waiting for the opponent to make the first move. Blocks the jump in. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? Goes with the projectile to pressure the opponent. Are they trying to beat out the jump? Lets off a projectile to waste time. Denying them a breather there with a long-range fireball. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Does a good job of pushing back. Escapes the corner to reset the situation. Holds out with the block. Forward throw, not letting them out of the corner. Life lead is opening up, but that can still be overcome with smart drive use. Knockdown. Oh! Life digs in deep to get that drive in. Critical point of the match. No time to second guess yourself. Jumps up. Genius read. Player 2 has depleted their drive gauge, but they are still with this Super Art Connect. Player 1 chases them down. Spring KO! Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight.
Opts to create space to start. The next round is beginning. What's gonna happen now? Let's off a projectile to waste time. Player 1 did a great job of maintaining their drive gauge during that last round. It's going to be even more important in this next round to keep that up to help strengthen their ground game. They back kick, nails the overdrive arrow kick. With breather, hits them with a stop and bop. Uses the target combo as a filler. Jumps up. KO! Here's the final round. The real fight starts now.
Final round. Fight.
The last round. It's now or never. Drive rush to keep it going. Player 1, there's a wall spot. They can't do anything now. What now? Connects with the throw. Player 1 with the rhythm owning that space. Somehow throws them. Ooh, you never know what can happen. This is gonna hurt. Super Art to show them what a PhD and fighters can do for you. Takes them down with a Hail Rider. Time for some ground and pound. Player 1 is barely hanging on to burns out. Their kick adds a bit of OD spice. Player goes airborne. A jump in, connects with the throw. Both sides getting ready. Knew the throw was coming. Player 1 can't use any drive moves. Gotta play it safe. Both fighters are hurting. What's gonna happen? Dangerous range here. Drop zone, baby. Go. They are done. Player 2 clinches the win. But that could have been anyone's game. No way we could have called that.
Comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are ready to get down to it, so let's start the match and see what these warriors are capable of.
Come on.
Time to play.
Round 1. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Low kicks are no go. We're still in the early going, and it's really anyone's fight. Trips them up. Gets a good read on their opponent. That should teach him you can't just throw out moves. The impact gets blocked. Corner switch means they can now go on the offensive. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Both fighters have completely emptied out their drive gauge and are in burnout state. Not a lot of patience on Showtime today. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? The jump in is denied. Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Going in? Oh! Player 2 baits out the attack and gets them in there! Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round 2. Fight.
opts to create space to start. This round is so important. You can feel the intensity in the air. Did well to get the buff in there. Sticks the combo. Player 2, it triggers the Feng Shui engine. The real jury's coming out to play. What'll happen here? It's a good spot to use the super. Turns the bar to unleash the sword. Sakai Hasan. Player 2 holding on to that corner KO. That's what happens when you capitalize on all of your chances. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet.
Here we go.
Checking their opponent.
Nice.
Okay, they trade hits. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Taking stock. Clear that neither of them wants to be in the corner. Avoids getting cornered. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Anticipated that counter and blocks. Gets the knockdown, and now, heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. Knockdown. Jumps up, went for the chip kill. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight.
Opts to create space to start. They've both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Adds a little super juice into this combo for more damage. Early round decisions are so important. Experiencing burnout. Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. Oh, can they survive this badly timed burnout? Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Both fighters planning something? Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. At least one of burnout activates. No question whether this super art is going to kill or not.
That felt good, didn't it?
There it is! They knew it'd be enough. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks.
Give me a little bit more.
Final round. Fight.
Backdash to start. They're not taking any chances. Oh my god, they just choked it up. Panda would care. You can't drop drive impact. And whip, they're wide open. Reads the jump in perfectly. Player 1 gotta do better than that. Excellent block to shut out the impact. Tries to act quickly, but with the attack. Flank burns out. Excellent read. Combo. There's a burnout. No way. No signs of running up from out of the corner. Taking chunks out of each other here. Player 2 is in a very good spot. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? Here comes the boom! They are done!
Enjoy the trip!
Player 2 comes out on top of that fierce battle! Talk about a show. That match had it all.
Comes a new challenger.
This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here.
Nowhere to
Both
run.
fighters will need to bring their A game to the table.
Round 1. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Finds the time to squeeze in a buff. Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. Both sides have their drive and plenty of health. Let's see how things open up. It'll be interesting to see how both players utilize their drive gauge to dictate the terms of the match. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Takes a trip. Player 2 is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves and a few prayers could turn this around in their favor. Where is their opening? Hold your breath. Nice drive impact. Sends them connecting to Heaven's Wi-Fi. Good sense to let it rip. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. The Gladius throws them away. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side switch. Looking for a chance. Gold looking to impress. This super uses the game for the super. They're not playing around here. The super connect. So, what's next? Low double buff. Here comes the corner pressure. Medium kick. Saihasho. Big super overuse. Both sides getting what a finish. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win?
Final round. Fight!
Who's going to feel this win? Back into the corner. What setup do they have? Big chance here to do some damage if they can keep the corner pressure up. Will this super art do anything? Super armor! Cold and calculated! Player 2 with the lead! Will they go for offense or defense? There's been some back and forth, but no one has dominated the fight. What are they gonna do? Doing some quick planning? The Gladius pries them open! The jump in is denied! Lays down a Saihasho! Player 2 can't let this simmer! Burns them from above! Oh, engine's cranked! This could be trouble! Both sides getting ready! They're in range! We're gonna see a jump anti-air in the front! Oh my god, they just choked it up! Meets them air to air! Who's gonna take it? What? Are you kidding me? Player 2 is gonna be watching replays for this one for a while. They really took it down to the wire. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Keeps them out. Buffs up. Early round decisions are so important to set the tone. Who will gain control of the match in the early going? Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Will they incorporate that full drive gauge they have into their game plan? Will they use their drive to break through or to turn up the heat? Below heavy hits. Picks up some damage with a long reaching attack. The Fuha stock to the brim. Look for them to turn up the heat now. Uses a drive parry against the attack. Mistimed the perfect parry, but is still safe. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Damn! Scores an important armor break! Challenge from above! KO! Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight!
Flies in with a fist to keep the pressure on. Decides to buff up while they can. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Blocking a jump in attack means you're at a disadvantage, so they should be looking to anti-air instead. Player 1 has a slight life lead. There's been some back and forth, but no one has dominated the fight. Lots of Fuha bends and plenty of avenues to race through. Grabs and throws them away. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here. What'll happen here? Their life is hanging by a thread. They gotta lean heavily up. Snap back, perfect KO. They were in full control there. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks.
Final round. Fight!
Gets a risky buff in. Flies in with a fist to keep the pressure on. Which fighter will control the pace of the match early on? Both players look for something to work with, but neither are getting the opening they want. They're waiting for the opportunity to bust this match wide open. Super Art on deck with impact squash. Excellent block to shut out the impact. Daihasho! Looking for a hold. Okay, here we go. Who will force the other's hand? Lays down a Daihasho! With Super Arts into play, it's really anything goes at this point. Loads up a buff. Close range projectile. Buff while they're blinking.
Let's go.
Who will set the bait at this range? Scuffle. Take a seat. Full drive on deck. Keeps him out. They are done. Player 2 has got to be feeling good getting the win out of that absolute carnage.
Here comes a new challenger.
This is a mirror match, which means it's not just about the win, but about your pride as a player too. This is a must-win fight. Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Puts one in the pocket. Good anti-air. Wow. Shut down. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. The damage is really piling up now. You can see how cornering your opponent is such an effective game plan. Absorbs the attack and fires back. Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Life lead opens up. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Gets the knockdown, and now opts for the throw to close it out. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Did well to get the buff in there. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. At least one of them is having a good time in that corner. Perfect KO. They were in full control there. Buffs up. Daihasho to start something. Hits up the counter. This is going to be huge. Both absolutely refusing to give up ground. Both are ready to pull the trigger on their super art. This is where smart meter management is going to come into play. Our fighters will need to tread carefully. These guys are not giving each other any time to breathe. The Shinjusen! More fuel to the fire! Cook them up! Still alive? Still alive?
That felt good, didn't it?
It doesn't kill! They're still in this! They are done! Player 1 showed they are truly the best of the best!
Ready, match. Here comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are ready to lay it all on the line.
No.
Round 1. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Finds the time to squeeze in a buff. Puts one in the pocket. They're not going to allow any jump-ins. Wow, shut down. Maintains composure and pushes out of the corner. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. A little too greedy there. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. Taking stock. They timed that just right to get the perfect parry. What'll happen here? Where is their opening? Anything could happen here. Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink first? Player one chases them down. In there! Player one picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Did well to get the buff in there. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Both fighters want to establish themselves early on. Solid combo. Player 2 is working with a less than ideal drive gauge. They'll need to be very careful here. A depleted drive gauge will really limit their options here. Smart meter management is one of the keys to winning, so they'll have to keep tabs on that if they want to win this match. Backs them into the corner in a hurry. They're going for the super art. They tried to escape into the air, but the Russian slam was waiting. Player a super art. Scrapping it out up close. Brushes that off and keeps going. Screw pile driver. There's no escape. Amazing. And whiffs. They're wide open. Lays down a side hustle. Impact squashed. Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink first? These fighters are swinging for control of the match. Who's gonna take it? Blocks the drive reversal? Experiencing burnout. There's a burnout. Doing some quick planning? Side hustle! Just goes for it at this range. All the throw connects. Both fighters are hurting. What's gonna happen? Oh boy. Both running empty on drive. The jump-in is denied. They're taking a step back to slow down the pace. They back down to hit the drive. The drive impact doesn't work. Crowns them from above. This is a critical moment. Doesn't touch the throw. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Big time whip. Looking to plan them with a pile drive. Player 2 can build off this lead. Will this super art do anything? Gets the side switch. Gets out of the board. Pumps the brakes on the impact. Oh, here we go. Target combo into. What are they gonna do? Nothing but air. Gotta do better than that. Lays down a side hustle. Connects with the throw. Impact squashed. Fights back with authority. Finds the target. Looking for a hole. Nothing stops this train. Loads up above. Side hustle. Oh, yo, Ross super. Gets the side flip. Okay, here throws them. They gotta dig down deep. Oh my God, Ross super. They don't have any leeway to make a mistake. Someone's gotta make a move. They're in range. We gonna see a jump in? A dash? Lays down a side hustle. What a statement with that fireball. They back down to regroup. This may be the final push. What are they waiting for? How did they read that throw? They gotta dig down deep. Here comes the boom! They are done!
Enjoy the trip!
Player 1 clinches the win! But that could have been anyone's game. No way we could have called that.
Special match. Battle Royal. Fighting ground. Practice. Training. Training room.
Survivalist, heroic
I'm game if you are.
Journey started young, super hard-headed. Call me crazy, but you was not my psychiatrist. Through a lifetime of strength and struggling.
We gon' crank it up.
Covenant.
felt good, didn't it? What a waste of time.